Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 30 of the Mans Odyssey. This series just doesn't know where to stop, and I just have to keep going and going and going through all the ups and downs to bring you what has to be an ultimately exciting season. You can see now on the top right, we are in fourth position after 12 games, but teams in Europe have been taken out of the league once or twice, and we have two games played more than Marseille after today's game, which I won't live com because I'd rather save it for what's coming up next. But let's just see how this has happened. You can see 33 goals. That is nearly double what Marseille have, but we're terribly, terribly weak in defence. We are leaking far too many goals, but we are miles in front of the goal scoring tally, and you can see here Schrijver is the top scorer with 14 goals in just the 12 games, and Sammartino has 8 assists and a 7.92 average rating for both of them. So let's just see what's happened. It's been, I can say the stress has been massive recently, but the start of the season was just incredible. We defeated Lyon there by 2-0. We played Monaco there, beat them 3-2. Schrijver and Sammartino destroying them, but they got back into the game with 2 good attacks. But thank goodness we held out. There were some examples where we couldn't hold out, and this is one of them. PSG defeated us at home for the second season running. Ibrahimovic has retired, or is about to retire because he got released, but Sammartino got us in the lead, and I thought, oh my, we are on for one heck of a season. But a little cheeky goal from Fellaini. I'll show you now. I think it shouldn't have counted because of a goal-mouth scramble after a corner, and then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored straight away to give them the win. It was a massive turning point, but thankfully, as we got more and more wins, it didn't really matter. But I'll just show you this real quick and explain what's happened. So there you go. Is it lagging? Yeah, kind of lagged, but yeah, never mind. It was really unfortunate, but did look like a bit of a cheat. We thrashed Stade Reims 4-1, a Schrijver's hat-trick. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. He got a brace yet again against Valenciennes, but this was after we were 2-0 down after 52 minutes. I said this on Twitter. It was a fucking incredible comeback, and I was so relieved to win that because I just hate their tactic, and they got off to a great start in the season. Lorient, it was a tricky game again, but we had Sammartino, Schrijver, Intame, and the first of the season for Sonogo, but we had a bit of a problem with our tactics, so we had to change things about there. Big relief to get a win there. We cruised past Evian 2-0. A good draw. I'll call this a good draw against Montpellier. They got an early goal through a corner, so we're really bad at our set pieces. But Anthony Delade equalised, but they had Flamini injured. Big win again against Lens. It was an Ken goal which won us the game. He came off the bench, but we gave away 2 sloppy goals. But look at this for a match winner. A long-range pile driver, which Ken has been known for from time to time. It was well deserved, and it got us within touching distance of the league. But Toulouse were unbeaten for quite a while. I think they still are. But it's just been such a strong campaign for so many teams. Look at this now. Watch Ken. He's going to pop up in your corner there. Bang! In that goes. And we won that game. So this is where it went wrong, though. Dijon, we were cruising, and they did what we did to Valenciennes. Just a terrible performance after doing so well. I told them don't get complacent, and they did. So very upsetting, and just too many goals being conceded. So that put us back off the top of the league. We're just about to get top of the league with that result, but it went wrong. But thankfully we had a midweek game against bottom dwellers Agassio, whom are managed by Jean-Alain Boumsong, the flop defender for Newcastle and Olympiacos, among others. It was Cisse and Sammartino backing up Schrijver, who came off the bench to score 5 times there. A terrible draw against Bordeaux. We were winning yet again, and we gave 2 goals away. Bernardo has been terrible in recent weeks, and when I gave him a rest, it got even worse in the coup de la Ligue. We should have done much better, but they're taking their season very seriously. All the tournaments are in the mercy of Marseille at the minute, and don't know how long Obraniak was injured for. Oh dear, that's a bad one. But yeah, they're seriously looking like they're going to win the league. But thankfully we got a big win against Sochaux. It was very end to end. They probably deserved an equaliser after taking the lead, but we did very well. Schrijver again. What else can I say about that kid? He's unbelievable. Let's just take a look at the Champions League, because I've heard good things in my inbox, but I haven't seen the results in full. How are our teams doing in Europe? So Marseille are second there, PSG top, and Lyon are third. So that's much better for our coefficients if things can stay that way. And in the Europa, Saint Etienne, I know for a fact, are doing well. Lille are top, but it's close enough there. Who else are playing? Yeah, Saint Etienne are second actually, and there's one more team. I think it's Rennes. No, it's who is it? Where are they? Yeah, Lille are there. Montpellier are third. So they're the only team in a position to not qualify at the moment. So that's great news for our coefficients. But let's just take a look at our tactics screen real quick, our squad screen, show how we're doing. Selection info. So yeah, as I've said, Schrijver, Samitiano and Ntame are being phenomenal. Cisse just needs more game time, because I put my faith in Sanogo, but it hasn't worked out. Jefferson's looking good. He's played some matches and he's settled in. And Adignon has just been got a knock, so I had to play him in the reserves. Ibsen has been great. I haven't been able to drop him. He's been faultless. Pierre Fay, I've given him some games, the youngster, and he's been brilliant. Delad got 3 goals there, much better than last season, because he picked up injuries and all that. You can see there he's already beaten his personal best last season because of injuries. Deco Coppers has been good. Dansa had a really good game in the league for the unfortunate cup match, but he's back to business. Ali Bamba has been injured since roughly the start of the season, but he's about to come back. He was looking really good, and it's a shame he got the injury. So good thing for Michael Dykes that he was there. One new signing actually, because we had so many niggling injuries for Sanogo and Cisse. Mike Hanavar, or Havnar, the Japanese Dutch, in the the Dutch-born Japanese man, or Japanese I should say. He's just there literally to back up our players, and he picked up an injury of his own. So we're probably releasing him at the end of the season because of a 1-year deal. Abdelhakim Omrani, his average kind of doesn't tell a story. He's been good. Because he's been, he's not been amazing, but he's been playing every game, and he does exactly what it says on the tin. Sanogo, poor, not good enough with the in front of goal, and he really needs to step up his game, but maybe I'm not putting him in the right place. Harrison has been poor, no goals or assists, but he's been on the bench most of the time. Bernardo has let me down. He's conceded 19 goals now, and something needs to be done. And poor old Du Shuang has been injured again. He was about to make his debut, and he got injured, and then he came back, was about to make his debut, and got another injury. Absolutely desperate for the kid, and I really hope it doesn't affect his career too badly, because he was our best new gen, or at least one of them. So that's all I really need to say. Look at Schrijver's. I'll just show you. That is unbelievable stats. Just needs to improve stamina and strength. He's unbelievable. Sam Artiano has assisted 8 times, as I said, and he scored 5 goals. And Tame has scored a few goals as well, and that sort of thing. So the notebook really quick. Date. That really should be default. So Schrijver has won the Milliard Buteur de Moi accolade twice in 2 months. That's unbelievable. And we've been in the team of the week a few times. We've had all sorts of great stuff happening. So there we go. We were blitzing ourselves in August. San Martino was the player of the month, so it's been absolutely great. But it could run out. We have to win the game against Saint-Étienne, or else we're in deep trouble. because they'll be catching up and they'll have a game in hand, at least 2 games in hand actually over us. So there's massive consequences there. So it's non-stop for us. But if Schrijver and San Martiano stay fit, they'll be okay. Schrijver has been capped by Belgium as well, and it's in his contract that if he scores 30 goals, he gets a €200,000 bounty, and he gets a raise to €21,500 a week, which will triple his wages if he gets capped 10 times. So bit sweaty there. I'm very nervous if he actually makes it, but it's worth it if he can stay loyal. But you know, it's just been one of those seasons. Like the fixtures list, it's a very, very difficult November. We've got to go away to Marseille again. We've got Lille at home. Rennes have been decent, even though I haven't spent any of their profit on Jan and Villa. And then Toulouse, who have kept Sissoko yet again and have been pretty much undefeated in 13 games. That's going to be a massive game. And then it resets with Monaco and PSG. So, my goodness, what a few months we've got in hand. So I'll probably come back to livecom Marseille if I feel like it, and definitely I'm going to livecom this game if they remain unbeaten. So expect more livecoms in the future. But for now, there's not much else I can say. It's a long old chat, and I'll speak to you when I speak to you. Goodbye.